You've asked for another tactical video. As you know, my tactical videos are very different. The goal here is to help you understand how different things can work. And on today's show, we're going to talk about Gambit. It's a 4-3-3 defensive midfielder system, and I use it in different ways. I can use it to be a bit more defensive by changing some of the roles. I can also change roles and make it more attacking. I can throw more men forward. Sometimes when I'm playing against a back five, I will change roles. Sometimes I will not. Now, on today's show, I'm going to explain how this is done. Why is it important? Because sometimes you'll find yourself in situations when it makes more sense to change a role than it is to change a tactic, because some of these roles tend to perform better against certain tactical systems. My streams on Twitch will sometimes cover tactical systems. Sometimes you guys can bring in your tactics, we'll discuss them or play with them. And other times I'll create a new tactical system and I'll explain how it works. Now, Gambit is no different. I covered it on a recent stream. Destiny is a chance for me to play against your Nugents. It is probably the hardest challenge of Football Manager. Meaning, I'm playing against teams where the players are 200 over 200 CAPA. I'm not allowed to sign any of those kind of players. I can only use normal players, and those normal players have to be developed by me. Right? So I cannot sign the super players who've got some insane attributes. Some of them have got things like frozen attributes, meaning their attributes don't ever change. These are, you see, when I'm playing, I can only use this view, and I've kept to this. Then if we look at this is Destiny. These are all the super players, right? So there are probably more, and I might have cleaned certain things out. So, okay, so we got all these players here. These are the super players. There we go. Victor Dobrev. He will never, ever drop, no? Because he's got freeze attributes. So he's 32 years old. He's always going to be like this. So I've been beaten by all these players and their teams. Look at that. Itu Momo. So all these players are playing for clubs like this, though. So the owners of these, so you guys are the owners, right? So you own these players. So you control their careers. You move them around from club to club. All right, I have to play against them, and they have been for the last 17 because we have been trying this. I'm trying to win the Champions League, okay? And this challenge isn't originally mine. It's actually from Guru, FM Guru. He's the one that suggested I do this because he knew that I needed to, spice things up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is the 17th start of the 17th season. We won the title 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the 6th season. The only time I've ever won, beating all these players. So we had Bayern, all these things. We won by a 4-goal. We only lost twice to Borussia Dortmund and to Bayern, the inevitably, these are the super teams. And then we drew 3 times to Leipzig, Freiburg, and Werder Bremen, and we won the other 21 9 times. Okay. Now, I have been trying my best to return to the greatness that was this. But so far, we haven't been able to, right? Because subsequent to that, it's been third, sometimes third, sometimes second, third. This is the closest I have got, but we lost 4 games. So I can't afford to lose to any of the minnows, right? Any of these. I can't drop points against them. I have to win a lot of games. So I've been asking myself, how did I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We started with this strikeless formation, if you remember. Then we went 5, 2, 3. Oh, still a striker. Then we went to Gambit. This is Gambit, and we used the 4-2-4 and the strikeless and Gambit. Then we lost. This is a winning season, right? Okay, then we use the 4-2-3-1. Then we use Gambit all the way. This is the Gambit system. And I like this because it's got a switch, a go crazy switch, which is fullback, libero, DLP, box to box, CM attack, inside forward, poacher, all attack DTs. It's only one defender. Yeah. So it's got this one defender nonsense in it. This is one version of the Gambit system. Okay. One version. All right. The other version I have of the Gambit system is poacher, where I want to control the play. Then I use a DLP on support here. Okay, libero, and still this is like one version, right? Save. Okay, I can save all the versions here for you guys. Okay, This is like crazy. This is, I mean, I'm not going to write explanations. No way. Okay, this is one version. What am I trying to do with this? Okay, focus, play, focus, play. Let me go all the way down. All right, then we do this. Okay, this is Gambit version 1. Now, with this version, Gambit seeks to split the defenders, right? Basically using wingers to go down the flanks to stretch teams, right? Okay, so this is one version of Gambit. So there are no, like, okay, you can add this PI mark title. It does sometimes help because it keeps these guys closer to the opposition players, especially if using these opposition instructions, right? Opposition instructions. So when I'm playing against certain teams, right? Like maybe a 4-2-3-1 that's very defensive, because there are some 4-2-3-1s with double Ds. They don't want to come out. They don't want to come out. They just want to stay back. So no matter what I do, I can't stretch them, right? So what I normally do is I play something like this. Poacher. I go whole shape. I play invite cross. Why invite cross? Why? What is this for? This is to make sure that when the ball does break, okay, we allow them to come down the flanks because I've got these 4 guys here. So these guys will come back and help us defend. So this is the first version of Gambit. Now the second version of Gambit is when I feel the need to attack 3-man defenses. So this is when I want to attack 3-man defenses. Why the difference between the two? Because a 3-man defense, if you ever played as a defender in a 3-man defense, you will realize what is your worst nightmare. Your worst nightmare in a 3-man defense, okay, I'll show you what a 3-man defense is, right? Okay. The worst nightmare for these two guys is anybody coming in the half space. These wingbacks, if you play a winger, wingbacks will handle it, no worries. Because the wingbacks don't have to run very far. If they're already back defending, the wingbacks are going to be closer to that player. Great. But if you come at them with an inside forward, the inside forward is actually attacking this pocket. He's coming to this. He's going to be between these two players. So he's going to come here and come this way. Now, this will mean that either the wingback has to follow or the defender has to follow. Now, in most cases, what will happen is this. The wingbacks are already tracking back. They don't have time to go from here to here. They're not Speedy Gonzalez, right? So what happens is this guy actually comes out because it is an inside forward coming. Now, if it is a winger coming, what will happen is the wingbacks might have time to cover that area. This guy might just come here. And then all he has to do is come here. The winger has got an issue. There's enough time for this guy to come back and help him out. Done. But if a guy attacks this way, there's no time. So this is the reason why whenever I'm playing against a 3-man defense, I like to attack it with inside forwards. So this happens. Now, why a poacher? Because a poacher attracts the attention of the 2 central defenders. Now, the 2 central defenders are going to be going, oh my God, we got a guy here, doesn't want to move. We got to handle him. That's the poacher's job. Pin those guys. So if you have like a player who's strong in the air, great with feet, he does a good job. He can even deal with crosses. Inside forwards coming this way. Now, welcome to the next version of Gambit, the Psycho version. What if I feel the need to flood the box? Now, yesterday you saw me playing a version of Gambit that was overloading the box, right? There are several ways I can overload the box. Now, one way to overload the box is to do something like this. No, we don't do overlaps. We do whenever I play inside forwards, it's automatically underlap. If you want to play wide and you want to stretch the width of the pitch, then you use overlap, basically. As long as you have somebody coming down to do the overlap. Now, here, what's happening here? Got fullback attacking, inside forward. But this underlap is going to ask the widest player to hold up the ball looking for an inside run. Now, this could come from this guy. He's going to score a lot of goals, right? So now what we have is these 2 guys putting pressure. These guys up here in the transition. When these 2 guys are up here in the transition, we go from a 4-3-3 into a 1-5-4. Because this ball-playing defender is the last defender. He's here. He's like going, okay, now I am the only defender left. These 2 guys form a wedge, right? So they're just like in front of him. So this ball-playing defender comes here. Libero goes further forward. These 2 are already here. So basically, you only got 1-2 defenders only. There are already 2 defenders. Like this DLP is also going to leave. Eventually, this Libero is going to come up here. Then we'll end up conquering the center of the park. Now, when that happens, okay, we flood the center. And then that's when I go into this very narrow, because I want to encourage, if it's a team, right? I want to encourage this. So pass into space. Now here the poacher pass into space may not suit him very well. So here I sometimes go pressing forward on attack, because then a pressing forward is a bit better. And pressing forward is also great defensively. This is just to pin defenders down. Okay. Do I ever use an advance forward? Only in a mid block. Other than that, the attacks are too premature. It's like you're 14 years old again. Okay. All right. So this one way. Another way of playing it is, of course, to be a bit more, maybe you don't want to be so crazy. Go libero and defend. DLP on defend. Right. Then you got these two just anchoring. They're not running forward, no, but they're anchoring. Okay. These two guys are still going forward. What about the final version of Gambit? The final thing that I do. Okay. This is the almighty. I'm going crazy. I'm going for the goal. This is pure and absolute. I'm attacking you. I'm going to take a risk. I'm flooding. I only have one player back. This guy. So when somebody asks me what's the latest version of Gambit, there's no latest version of Gambit. There's no. It's what I see in the game and how I react to it. If your players are shit, if your players are getting hit on the break, then what you need to do is you need to actually, you're worried about whether you can keep the ball. You see, when you are being hit on the break, that's always a recipe. That means somewhere in your midfield to attacking transition, the play is breaking down. You probably have a wrong play in midfield, or you're not using fullbacks. I will never in a million years play wingbacks in a system which wants to destroy teams. I will always use fullbacks. Why? Because fullbacks will always pass the ball inside. They will give and go, give and go, give and go, give and go, give and go. So when you want to attack, you have to consider the various ways you want to attack a team. So this is one way. And yeah, there are times when I use whole shape as well. Yeah. Sometimes I use whole shape. Whole shape is like, patiently probing a side to see whether you can score a goal against them. In fact, maybe against Nuremberg we'll do that. No? Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go libero and defend. Okay, so we got two at the back. He'll move up, so it's a bit more. Yeah, because these guys are gonna go up the pitch. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is whole shape. Priority is whole shape. Yeah, this is new. Okay, this got Volante, they got inverted wing back. We're gonna attack the inverted wing back. Huh? This inverted wing back, we're gonna just go in there and it's the right flank, right? So let's hard tackle the living bazing. Oh, sorry, not enough Shankland. Oh, you're not well at the moment. I hope you get better, man. I'm same here. I'm also, but please take care of yourself, man. Please take care of yourself. So you got COVID and pneumonia. That's a very bad combination, sir. Hope you get well quick. I wish you the best, man. Love and healthy wishes to you, sir. Hopefully I can send a little pixie to your place who can have magic healing potions and allergy problems. Yeah, I know what that means. I know how it feels, man. Allergies are the worst. Okay. Oh, we almost got a second. So we got off to a good start with our little whole shape version. This is a more attacking version of Gambit. This is the one where I tell myself, okay, good, I'm going to push this team. I should be beating them. There is no reason for us not to smash this team. I gave them too much respect last season. Yeah, but this time I took a bit of security, right? So we have like one player back, or another two. Not the good work from Correa, deep brilliant leader. Krasigny is playing as the libero here. Good. So we got Mausi, we got one at the back now. So good. So it's basically still one defender, but he will drop quickly, Say. Oh, he hits the bloody woodwork. So it's literally like a wedge, right? We shape ourselves because I believe that setting yourself up as a wedge, right, is really good. I've seen some clubs actually do the wedge with kind of a play in the middle, right? He's like a libero. So I've seen clubs play the wedge shape and then they have two in the middle. Yeah. Man City actually did that for a while. Oh, come on, yeah. Well, I hope you get well quick, man. Oh, there we go. Yep. our whole idea here to hold shape is paying off. You sweet, beautiful thing, man. Nuremberg, thank you. Last season in BB, first game of the season, I lost to you, and then I couldn't chase the title. Yeah, so one of the first few games I still remember. Smites to Santi, Santi out to Rivas. Rivas comes in. What a pass to Rizzi, man. When it comes to the Gambit tactical system, it's all about your options. Now, I'm playing against Nuremberg. Now, I should be beating Nuremberg hands down. This should be an easy game, right? For me, that's how I look at it, because in the rankings, I'm top 3. Nuremberg are bottom 4 or bottom 5. Last season, I lost to them because I showed them too much respect. I wasn't really attacking them so much. I was doing a Southgate. This season, I've decided to do a more attacking style and be a bit more Kloppish. So what I did with this tactic was I have wingers, inverted fullbacks, and inverted fullbacks in the tactic normally with a libero on support. But now I want to attack this team. So what I've done is I've added hold shape so that we control the possession very, very aggressively. So we are keeping the ball. I remove pass into space because I don't want us to give away possession and try too many things. Because if we are controlling the ball and we are in their third, we should be able to create good goal scoring opportunities. I got to mix because I got height in the box, so I'll stick to that. Then what we have is inside forwards. Now, why inside forwards and not wingers? Wingers will start from a wider position. That's great, right? But I got fullbacks too. Now, the fullbacks, they will always pass to a player if they can't get the ball down the pitch. But they will do this 1-2 wall passes as they bring the ball forward. Wingbacks are going to drive, right? But I chose inside forwards because I want these 3 players to give defenders a nightmare, because they'll be coming in close. So the fullbacks will have a dilemma. Hey, I got to protect the central defender or the fullback, cover the space. But behind them are the fullbacks. So they're quite high up the pitch. So, and I'm using underlap, right? So inside forwards, underlap is almost a given for me, okay? Now, sometimes I want to stretch the game. I want to just play wingers and I got this. So I might find that I need to draw teams out a bit more. I'm going for them. I'm going for the jugular, okay? Now, what if I wanted to play a different style? Then I play winger on attack, CM on attack, inverted fullback, libero now on support, because now I need him to move up the pitch. So he gets high up the pitch. There's only really a ball-playing defender. It's still a wedge shape. But this time, I've got this guy stretching play. And I've got players who are playing on the flank opposite their preferred foot. So they start from wider positions, but you know what happens when the left-footed player is playing on the right? He comes inside, draws the player out of position, and then sometimes plays the pass. If you wanted to go for a team, right, and you want to go for the jugular, inside forwards in a 4-3-3 are very powerful. But the drawback with this kind of a setup is you got to have players who can keep the ball. They will drift inside even without the ball. You're right. They will sit in this zone here. These 2 areas here. So as you can see where my inside forwards are right now. You see where they are? Now because we lost the ball, so they go and protect this area. Okay. So let's watch, right? So they read so you see where the other fullback is positioned. He's quite high up the pitch. The CM goes there to support play. So we hold shape. We don't counter straight away. You beautiful things here. So okay, we're not countering, we're keeping the ball. I don't have pass into space, right? So it's more like a case of let's patiently unlock this team. Look at that. Who's this? The inside forward. Who's that? The inside forward. They're in the area. So now the defenders got to contend with 3 players. The 2 inside forwards. The poacher, who is actually one of the best roles because he holds 2 central defenders together. Sometimes I'll play a roaming playmaker in this position if I need to push even more, get a bit more crazy. But I don't want to because I remembered last season. Okay. And then, set pieces are so strong on Football Manager right now, right? I mean, the fact that I am we have this little joke that about set piece merchants and all that. See where's the Rubio? Brilliant, right? This is what you get, right? Okay. My tactic, the way I set up my tactic is it's very narrow. Look at where the fullback is. Comes inside, it's super narrow. Look at where the inside forwards are. Inside forwards will typically sit in this position between the fullback and the central defender. So they are in that space. So there's a lot of chaos. So if the fullbacks get involved, that's it. We are in the third already. Set pieces are very strong in real life, and they are also strong on Football Manager, right? So as Football Manager is keeping the The set piece flag flying. Then reverse, wider position, lost the ball. We counter press straight away when you lose the ball. Then the libero certainly position. Look at that. That is the inside forward. Another inside forward. Now look at that. Because the fullback has come up to support, right? That area, that channel, you can get those inside runs from other roles as well. So this is the reason why this is the most, one of the most, the best systems I have. Because I can have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D with this tactic. So this is extremely nice because look at how for you to understand this, you gotta look at the positioning. Okay, this is the last defender. We only have one defender. Okay, so he holds his ground. The libero joins up in attack because we have I'm overloading the box. Exactly. I'm not overloading a side. I'm overloading the box. So the defenders now have to handle a lot of players. So I get 5 here in this stretch, and I got 4 coming into the box, right? Because they have 4 defenders, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now all 4 are taken up. These 2 are in trouble. Because if they move out, then these guys enter the box. So here we've got a box to box, right? The fullback's already here. He goes right, the fullback comes inside. Look at the positioning they take up right now, right? So you look at what's happened here. So he's now in a very good position. Because all these players are occupied now. Right? He's free. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So he comes in. Now that's it. You see what's happened? This guy had to mark him, right? So he came on his blind side. We're 3 up, right? So we can try a few risky things. Okay. This is the riskiest of the combinations. This is when I send it like roaming, box to box. And this means, right, when we get the ball, right, all 3 of them become the 5. That means instead of having 4, now I have 5. Okay, so it's crazy. I could probably concede a goal, but this is a highlight. The first highlight is the assist. I knew it. If I concede one more goal, I'm going back to the other one because this is high risk. Yeah, I've done it when I'm desperate and I know that the team is sitting back defending. This is easy. Yep, Correa. Now I want to see what happens next. Okay, so roaming playmaker is gonna come down, right? He's gonna help us out. There you go. Fullback comes in. Now when he comes inside, this is when they kick in. Now this is when they start moving. Okay, see what's gonna happen. This is crazy. This is crazy, you know. Because what happens is you're gonna have a roaming playmaker come. The libero is coming. Everybody's coming. It's like, you know, guys, get in the box now. Boom, 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 boom. You got 1, 2, 3. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these 2 are coming in as well. So look at that. As he goes, right, everybody's got. I got to look. Who are you marking? I got to mark this guy, man. I know, but he's coming too. Then this guy is coming. This guy is coming. This guy is there. It's brilliant. So you look at that. The best way to play Football Manager is to create a defender's dilemma. In real life, right? If you're a defender in real life, you don't want to see a lot of players coming into the area, you know, because who are you going to mark? You can't mark everybody, right? So you got to pick somebody, right? Yes, but it's very open to the counter. So you got to be very careful when you do this one, right? But this is one of those, like, if you want to put somebody to the sword, right? And you're confident in yourself, you go for it. I'm putting them to the sword, but I'm going to take this out now. This is a bit too crazy. We don't defend. Okay, this is a bit more safer. Okay, yeah, so we smashed them 4-0 in the first few minutes. Let's do something different. Okay, we've already taken the lead. Let's go into a system that is a lot different. Okay, now we go winger. This is another variation of the Gambit system, right? Okay, so we go winger on attack now. Why? They're going to stretch, right, and create more space. They're going to pull players apart. So now I don't need these guys to be so risk-minded, really. So invert the fullback on defense. Invert the fullback on defense. That's it. Okay, done. Yay. Because I always check the bug reports on SI's bug reports page first to see whether there are any Windows-related bugs. So now we got these guys at the back, right? So I got these guys always at the back. No, these guys are not going to push forward anymore. They're just going to wait for them to come. Then we just let them attack. So I just soak up the pressure. So this is my other version of the tactic, which is sometimes what I use against really good sides if I think, you know, these guys are going to give me a problem. But it does, in the end, give teams a chance to attack me and they scored a goal. Yeah, a good time for me to use the B rate. They got one set piece. They scored from a set piece. That's not so bad. Volante, DM, inverter fullback, inverter wingback. It's still okay. You know, I'm not that worried. So now it all depends on whether we can transition the ball up the pitch. Reverse. Oh yeah, I took off pass into space, right? Mount comes in, they win, and then we win the second ball. So it's okay. Yeah. Good. Reyes comes in. Okay, we didn't have pass into space. Yeah, we're gonna go pass into space. Through balls like diarrhea. Okay. Not bad. First game of the season. I mean, we did concede one goal after we decided to dial down Gambit. Huh? Oh, just go to the SI forums. You see bug reports. File a bug report and let's do that. Yeah. That's all. Then somebody will try and they will respond. It's called the Sports Interactive Forums. Yeah, Hamid, how are you, man? Okay, all right, okay, yeah. We given them a chance to score a goal, right? We bring fresh players on. We'll up the ante one more time. Okay. We take this guy off, give him a chance to play. Jordi Herrera for Rivas, give him a chance to play. Okay, Sergio for Santi. He wants to leave the club, let him play. That's it. Okay, all right. You guys better not collapse. We're going back to fullback on attack. Fullback on attack. We took a break, a coffee break. Libero on support. DLP and support. Inside forward attack. And Poacher, okay, no pass into space. Boom. Just keep dial things up a bit. Let's see if it works. Oh, Miramon! Good defending. Tactic changes haven't come into effect yet. They're still attacking us. Yeah, wild. All the teams I'm expecting to beat this season, I'm going to be just as aggressive. Oh, they scored a second goal. Damn it. Corners more. One more back. Do I have an inverted wingback version? I do not play with inverted wingbacks. And I refuse to play with inverted wingbacks. Okay? So don't ask me if I have inverted wingback version. I don't want to use inverted wingback. Too many headaches. I'll play inverted wingbacks with 4-2-3-1, but not with this 4-3-3. Yeah. Riza gets the ball. Now we're putting them to the sword. Sergio, Mahon, they're pushing up already. We're unhappy that we have conceded a few goals. Damn it, I'm a bit disappointed. We conceded 2 goals. Not very happy with the performance. Herrera is new. Krasigny, what a ball to Rizzi. Reyes can't get there. Rubio. Oh, this is under pressure, man. The chaos in the first half was enough. But the big news is the results from the other games, man. This is huge. Schalke beat Dortmund, no. FC Schalke beat Dortmund. Oh my God, they FM them. They FM them. So this is Dortmund. Oyster, the super player, Hanio, the super player. They got the goal. They led at the start. And then Schalke with a corner, they get the equalizer from a corner in the 64th minute. And then on a counter, they get into the area. Skakadi, oh my goodness. 94th minute, Schalke went for the win. They didn't give up. We're playing Schalke next. We are playing Schalke. Schalke is playing well, no. I mean, that was a heck of a result, no. So they're looking like they play a 4-3-3. But you know what? We're taking the game to them. All right, we're going to take the game to them. You can ask him to do exactly what he done. Yeah. Yep, it definitely works, man. All right, here we go again. Backline, winger. We got to be careful with this team because they can definitely hit us on the break. Once again, we got a whole shape. Libero, no, whole shape. Oh. Yeah, defend duty, okay? So, Michael Sant is lacking in match sharpness. What match sharpness? Who needs match sharpness? He's doing well, man. It's like Jose Mourinho is on the phone with, it's like Jose, right, has been talking to Gareth Southgate. Gareth Southgate was looking for a mentor. He found one in Jose Mourinho. That's a lullaby to put you to sleep. But his lullaby does get the job done. Huh? It gets the baby sleeping peacefully. There we go again. See, this team, all teams have been attacking them and they played well. Come on. Hustle, man. We are trying to attack them and they have done well. No, they get a goal. We're in trouble. Okay, good defending. They came back to me now and asked if I could send a couple of screenshots. They responded to post everything I've written there after the further they came. Yeah, see? Cool. That's great news, right? They bounce back to you. This is what I like about SI. See, the one thing they don't like is there are some bugs they want to get nailed. And yours is probably one of them.
when it comes to like an update, right? A window after a Windows update, there could be something unique to your setup that's caused that to happen, and they want to know what it is. Yeah. Correra with a great clearance, but again, oh my goodness, I knew it. No, something in my inner thing was telling me they are playing so well. My goodness, they have done it. I have to take. So we gotta carry on with this. The Gambit is actually very, very strong. So I just wanna, don't wanna screw things up. Why? Boom! I knew it. 1-1. We are back in this, man. A team that relies on set pieces of brilliance as Saka's goal. Well, they've been very lucky so far, man, Chico. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We got the equalizer. Very nicely done. An instant response, man. Dragan Milosevic getting us back into the game. Praise the team. Hallelujah. Thank you very much. Yeah. Pressure. Oh, they get the ball out so well. We've been trying to put pressure on them, but they've managed to, do goal. He's got players in the center. Oh, defended. We only have one shot now. Schalke beat Borussia Dortmund. They're a super team. So we got to be conscious of that. Second one. Okay, we're going to have to beat them again. They beat the super team. Rivas, set piece. We got another goal from a set piece, ladies and gentlemen. There's 2 games now in a row that we have benefited from set pieces. Rizzi again scoring. That's 2 goals in 2 games for the Merchant. Okay, they responded to the praise with a goal. I'm going to miss shouts, man. I really am going to miss shouts. England looks like a group of players, not a team. Maybe they are a group of players, but at least they defend as a team. They play well as a team, no, defensively. So we had a very good. I mean, the fact is they have allowed. I mean, okay, maybe if you look at the competition, right, they haven't been exactly Spain, France, those kind of teams, but they've done well. Southgate is a wannabe, I know, but now everybody is gonna have to look at Southgate where he did 3 semi-finals, man. Not 1, not 2, no. He did 3, yeah, France were lucky. David Seaman scores. It's 3-1. Ladies and gentlemen, Schalke, who are the victors over Borussia Dortmund, are now 3-1 down. David Seaman with a penalty. All these football talks. And Southgate will talk about the importance of defending well. How a sound defense, how you can win matches by having a good tactical defending plan. Praising Southgate. I am praising Southgate. I think he's baffled me in more ways than one. Like, I never expected it, or he done it. There I was, he's not. England gonna get knocked out. Remember what I was talking about? Like, was it Slovenia, right? I said England might lose to Slovenia. That didn't happen. Then I said England gonna lose to Switzerland. That didn't happen. That was like England gonna get knocked out in the knockouts. That didn't happen. Now in the semi-finals, oh my god. Should learn when it comes to England, I should keep quiet. When looking for an inverted fullback, you're looking for more of a traditional right back or more centre back type player. Actually, what you're looking for is a combination of both. Right? And you also want a player who's good with both feet. So what you're looking for is a player that's got height and jumping reach, and fullback can pass the ball, because the inverted fullback will need to be able to bring the ball forward, like it has a dribble as a fullback, but on the flanks, because he's in a vulnerable position, you want him to win headers against tall wingers, because there will be players who might be on the flanks. He might have to win a header or two, so that is important. Yeah, so I would go for a mix of the two. And I will always play them opposite their preferred foot, because that's the way I'm playing Football Manager. It's absolutely brilliant when you're playing players opposite the flank of their preferred foot. It is so good. The only person who doesn't seem to be able to do that is Southgate. Hey, Casino Square, how are you, brother? Hope you're well. Hope you're doing well, man. Welcome to the stream, guys. Rec Lukshaw. Oh, what? Look at us, man. We're carving apart this team that they defeated mighty Borussia Dortmund. We just gone in there to set the benchmark. Okay, they're going to a full defensive huddle. Now, that was the Gambit system. So many different ways to play it. You can change to inside forwards with underlapping fullbacks against a back 5 system, or if you've got a team that's really entrenched with a 4-2-3-1, doesn't want to come out, you can, of course, stretch that defense using wingers. I play very, very narrow because I want to play those through balls through the middle, and then we get loads of them. Thing is, Gambit,
it's going to test how you react to different kind of tactical systems. And I think it's a great way for you to know when to use wingers and when to use inside forwards. A new tactical system is called Jericho's Crazy. It's a 4-1-4-1. Interestingly enough, the whole goal behind this tactical system is to make sure other teams can't play the ball. And all we do is beat them on the transition and score an average of 5 goals. Let me know if that's a video you're interested in watching. Meanwhile, thanks for watching today's show. I hope you found it useful. You guys stay safe, take care of yourselves. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.